Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're looking at some 1.17 build hacks. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to this, seeing as 1.17 came out a little while ago, but I thought it'd be a fun one to make, so let's get right into it. So, first off, we've got this cool grandfather clock design here, using the lightning rod as a sort of pendulum in the clock. Now it's pretty simple to make, just a trapdoor casing with slab, lightning rod, clock and an item frame instead. And yeah, it can look really good in the base as it's relatively compact, but it still looks good. Okay, let's go on to number 2. For second here, we're using azalea bushes, and what you can do is actually put them in a plant pot there to make a tiny tree, or as you can see here, I made a little bigger version using terracotta as the plant pot thing with a dead bush and the azalea leaves on top. Okay, let's go on. So here we're using the new candles, and when the pink ones are put on top on cactuses, they can actually look quite a lot like some flowers on it. All you gotta do is just place the candles first, and then put a cactus underneath like that. And there you go. Pretty simple, and you can mix this in with ones that don't have flowers, and it adds some variety. Alright, next one is here, also using candles, but instead we have them floating, and this can create like a magic sort of vibe. And you can also place them on the lightning rods to make like a candlestick thing, which pretty epic. And even more candle stuff here. So you notice that with the red candles, they kind of look like little sticks of dynamite, so you can place them around to add more variety when you're using TNT in builds. Just make sure not to explode it though. You can also put it on top and make it look like a sort of fuse thing, or you can use a black candle instead. I'm not really sure which one looks better. Probably the black one, as the top of it is also black. Alright, now we'll go on to the next one. Now here you see, using the lightning rod again, you can make this sword stand, which I think looks really cool. It uses armor stands in blocks here, and it can be a bit annoying to make because you'll need pistons to push all these blocks around because you can't place blocks where the armor stand is. But once you've done it, it does look pretty cool. And here's another sword design that I've got using a candle again, this time with a node rod, and it's making like a sword in the stone. So by just placing an upside down end rod with a candle on top, with the handle and the actual blade itself. Great, and for the next one, we're using these new amethyst blocks here, and I made this chandelier. Now, there aren't really many things that you can make with these. I don't think they're the best blocks in the game, but using the different sizes of the amethyst clusters and everything, it can add quite a lot of small details, though I probably wouldn't use this in a base myself. So here, we're using the pointed dripstone, and by placing one on top of the other, or another one again, you can keep making them even bigger. And so what I've done here is I just like put some stripped logs going different depths, and I placed these pointed dripstones on top at different heights to make a sort of fortified wall thing here. Let's move on to the next one now, and that is this swing. So once again, using the copper lightning rods, they're placing some fences and then trapdoors below to make a swing. Now, although it doesn't work, you can just sit on it as a nice seat. Alright, and for this next one, it's not really much I built here, but using these spore blossoms, you can get these cool green particles around, so you don't actually necessarily have to have them visible either. You can block them off and you'll still get these green particles around. And they could just add a little bit of action to your base and make it feel a bit more lively. And moving on to number 12, we have this. Now, I spent a long time trying to come up with something that I could use these dripleafs for, and honestly, it's quite tricky, but I found this thing here, and you can make a cool little table. Now, you might just want to use stairs like a normal person and make a table that looks like that, but this could just add a bit of variety to your base. And if you're making a nature like treehouse base, this might fit in there. And I got a pot and a candle on top. Now, I don't really know what that is. Maybe a glass of orange juice and a bowl or something. But you can use your imagination and make anything look cool. And moving on to our penultimate one, I'm using the copper blocks here with a netherite block, though you probably won't have that. But what I've done is I've just connected copper blocks with lightning rods and levers and just added trapdoors and everything, and it can create like a machiney vibe, like these are pipes and big cylinders and everything that's going in, and it looks quite cool. And speaking of copper, I'm going to move on to the final thing here, which I feel it's okay looking Statue of Liberty. Not my best work, but it's okay. And as you know, copper ages over time, so you can use this. You should see that over time it begins to become a bit weathered. Until eventually you got a massive blue bit like this, which looks like the Statue of Liberty does. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe maybe. But until next time, I'll see you later.